Just doing a little bit of land prospecting today in Koh Phangan. We're meeting the owner here of the land. We believe it's basically next door to this existing house here. Now the area itself is really good. It's really close to the heart of Thongsala, which is essentially like your downtown area of Koh Phangan. One slight negative though, well I'd say it's probably more than a slight negative, but this house here, it's actually built up at least a meter, probably more. It's kind of hard to tell from here, but it is built up quite a bit. And so basically what that means is that in the wet season, all of the water that comes off of that house is going to come down into the next door land unless we build up to the same level or higher to allow the water to run off. Now, building up the land was an unexpected cost. It was probably about 5 times more expensive than we thought it was going to be. So to give you an idea, you know, 15 meters across the front, 30 meters deep, 30 centimeter soil top up for our existing land is essentially around about, it's a few grand, it's about 5,000 Australian dollars. I'll put the exact conversion here. So it's, you know, if that would be the case, it might not be worth actually purchasing the land unless we could get the land on quite a significant discount. Another option would be to, if we were building homes here, to build the homes high up on stilts, so the homes themselves wouldn't have to necessarily be built on top of a foundation of dirt. But then you've still got the issue of access, right? So if I turn the camera around, you still need to access the land. It's got a good concrete road access that goes to the main area of Thongsala there. So the access is good, but then it's like these areas here quite possibly going to get flooded because it looks like a bit of a lowland area potentially. And then what it'll mean is that, yeah, the houses might be built up, but if you don't build up in some fashion all this area through here, then you're essentially possibly going to be walking through a swimming pool to get to wherever the house is. So I'm probably not experienced enough yet to really know if there's another solution to that. But, you know, guys, if there's anyone watching, let me know in the comments. Like the video if you like it, subscribe, because on this channel, we're basically taking you through the raw, honest, authentic content of our tiny home journey on Koh Phangan in Thailand. Just giving you the pros, the cons, the problems we're having. It's not all fairy tales and dreams, guys, like a lot of YouTube channels are. So let's just turn it back around here. I don't know if the camera, maybe I think I've got it on the right setting. But basically we've got a few workers. You can probably see up the back there that are set up, I believe, in some temporary bamboo style accommodation. Up the back, I might actually just zoom in on that so you can get a bit of a better look there. Good old 5x zoom. So you can see it there. That's like temporary rental accommodation. So I believe construction workers, maybe from Suratani or who knows where they're from, are staying there. That may not be such an issue because I would imagine if they go out for work for the day, take the truck out once maybe in the early morning and then once back in the evening, it's okay. If they're making trips back and forth, then that would definitely be something annoying to be considered. And then also here, because this is the one plot for sale, I believe, but this is actually, this whole area, I think the seller does actually own, and she's bought it as one whole thing, but then she split it up into several sections to sell off in smaller chunks, if that makes sense. And that's basically what a lot of sellers, what a lot of locals do here. They bought big plots of land many, many years ago before all these annoying foreigners came along, like myself included. And so they've got these big chunks of land, but often what it is, a lot of the foreigners can't afford to actually buy such a big chunk of land. So what the landowners do is they split the land up, they divide it up, and then they actually sell off little chunks. That's what's happened here. So quite a bit of this that you're looking at right now has actually already been sold. I think one of them is going to be like a doctor's office or something. My mother was saying she's actually chatted to the land seller. And as you can see here, there's something going on here. This looks like it's going to be, as you can see, we just kind of walk up here. There's already been a concrete foundation. There's already a slab laid here. It's quite interesting because it's almost like a slab laid around the outside, and then in the middle, I don't know what's going on in there, but maybe they're gonna, I don't know what it's gonna be in the middle because there's no slab in the middle. It's like a picture frame slab. Never actually seen that before. But then they've got these you know, this metal wiring here too, which looks to be to potentially hold in some concrete as well, right? So, and then there's land up the back there. It's also been built up. I don't know what's going to happen there. I really like the surroundings just generally. You just have a look in the back there, all the mountainous surroundings. It's a great little backdrop. So you have like a 2-story build here potentially as well. Just overlooking that nice mountainous region. You got the palm trees all around and everything like that. So in terms of the aesthetics, it's really good. And it's pretty quiet as well. That's one thing I like. It's close to the main drag area, but you don't have a lot of the added noise and things like that going on. And yeah, so that's probably about it for now. We're going to wait for the owner to arrive and see what she's saying. There's electrical connection there as well on the post. Not sure if there's a water, I'm guessing there's probably a water main in the street. Now we're pretty much done looking at the land for today. So she was pretty hard on the sale there. So really just to summarize, the location was great. It was picturesque. It was lovely, you know, really close to the downtown, but just the cost alone of building up the soil, just by gauging the two neighbors, the doctors on one side and then the current existing house on one side, just the building up of the soil alone, I reckon would have had to have been about 2 meters. So we would have been looking at like maybe close to 200,000 US dollars, maybe even more, to actually top up the soil. And that's virtually the cost of a bloody villa itself, because of how low the land already is, you know. So at that point, it just isn't worth it, in my opinion. You know, I might be wrong, maybe there's something I'm not seeing, but yeah, it's just not plausible for us right now. We're going to continue looking, guys, but again, let me know in the comments if you like this kind of content. Smash a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content about our tiny home journey and our property development, land inspection, prospecting, buying, selling, all of that jazz. And we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.